I feel like I just need to know that there is a support system there, that I can get help when I need to.
C'est un endroit, tout le monde peut y aller, tout le monde se comprend, et à partir de là, on va te diriger.
We've got to all be working together. We have to.
What about services in our communities led by what youth want, what youth and communities think they need? And that's really the design behind integrated youth services. I think the things that we can do for youth mental health with this, sky's the limit.
IYS provides an opportunity to say there's only one wide open, accessible door you need to worry about, and no matter what you need, the service is going to be there for you on the other side.
For much too long, young people have faced tremendous barriers in being able to achieve their best outcomes.
Knowing where to go, being turned away, being placed on wait lists, not hearing back, feeling like people providing different services were never going to talk to each other.
So our solution is to bring health and social service partners together and to work in a collaborative, integrated way to serve young people and their families.
With an integrated youth services model, you're able to provide that person with what they need to set them up for success with treating their own health issues that they identified and want to work on. I've seen how well it works.
What we're trying to do is really build community-based services that are there the second a young person needs help.
I went through high school actively engaging in self-harm and struggling with depression symptoms and other mental health problems.
Hockey was my whole life. I dislocated my left shoulder 18 times in my grade 10 year. So I went and I got the surgery, and that's when everything kind of turned south for me. I was in and out of my addiction, and I really believed I was functional.
I've struggled trying to get like a psychiatrist, get a doctor and all that, and the wait list being forever.
It can be really discouraging if you reach out and it's not the right door for you. And then you have to go through telling your story over and over again to different people.
And every time they run into an additional barrier, an additional phone number they need to call, an additional form they need to fill out, it creates disengagement and it creates disconnect and it creates distrust.
They come in, they don't have to tell their story 10 times. They tell it once to someone that they develop a trusting relationship with, and then that person works with the other parts of the system in a way that's very seamless.
Mental health and addiction services, primary care, sexual health and harm reduction services, education.
Employment support, if they need peer support, if they need culture support, if they need medical or clinical support, having that option for them and them choosing the path that's going to fit for them.
And it's about being able to provide something right at the one spot. One-stop shopping. Especially in rural communities, you don't have all of the services that a youth or a family might need.
Il y a une certaine continuité, puis ce que ça fait aussi auprès du jeune, c'est qu'il y a un réseau autour de lui. Il y a plusieurs personnes de référence, fait que ça crée un filet de sécurité pour ce jeune-là. Éventuellement, quand il y a des besoins, ben, il sait où cogner.
Foundry is really a diverse and inclusive space. And to see that at Foundry, that there was so much diversity and so many people from all different cultures, it was so welcoming and it felt safe.
It's also for Indigenous youth, racialized youth, gender diverse youth, 2S LGBTQIA+ youth, neurodiverse youth, any youth who want to come for services.
Huddle felt like the right place for me because there was no obligation. When I was struggling, it was okay for me to just come in 5 minutes before my counseling session and then leave right after. And when I decided that it was time for me to participate more and engage, there were so many staff and community members there that helped me every step of the way.
It's about being able to always have youth at the forefront of all the services that are being delivered. It's ensuring that all the providers are working collaboratively, coordinating services, communicating effectively.
J'espère que tout ça, on va devenir toute une communauté en fait à l'écoute, disponible, flexible, puis adaptée pour les jeunes, puis que ça va créer aussi des jeunes plus en santé.
My life has completely changed in every way. I look forward to waking up every day and just seeing what the world has in store for me.